Hey, Tracy here. Thank you for joining me today. Today we continue our series going through the tarot. So we've been the Fool, we have Unlimited Possibility, and then we've gone into the Magician where we have our tools at our disposal so we can create our reality. And then we had the High Priestess where we can we pause and we align and plan what do we truly want, what goes within for the highest and greatest good. So now we have gone past that. We know what we want to plant and grow. And so we have moved on to the Empress card. So the Empress card, she is lovely. She's pregnant. She births stuff, she just births creation. So she has planted the seeds of creation. She knows what she wants and she doesn't force it. So often when we want to manifest something in our lives, we put it out there and then we don't want to let it grow in its own time. We're like, we want it now. And, looking back, if we had gotten what we wanted when we first planted those seeds, we most likely are not ready for that. I mean, some things can come in pretty fast, but a life change, a career path, just depending on what it is, you're usually not ready for it immediately when you plant that idea in the seed and move forward. Jeff Bezos, again, for an example, the day he's planted the seed and I'm going to move toward building Amazon, he can't the next day have a $1 billion company. There's steps. It grows, it evolves. It's part of the cycle of creation. So she's the number 3. And number 3 corresponds with communication. So it's speaking our intention, putting that out, and saying, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm manifesting. This is what I'm growing. This is what I'm building. And she's very lovely. She's on the red, which represents the root, the earth, and she's just relaxed, pregnant. She knows she's planted those seeds. She is not about controlling. She is about creating. The Empress is married to the Emperor, and he's very structured. He wants to see the solid, the 3D, the build. She, on the other hand, she's planted her seeds. She's letting it, germinate. Again, she's pregnant. She's, pausing for the growth phase. And anyone that's had children, and anybody who has not, knows the day you don't get pregnant, you don't birth the baby the next day. You just don't. If I had my kids the day after I got pregnant, I would not have been prepared. So, there's a preparation process for it to grow into its own. And that's what she symbolizes. So, you've got the flowers and the grain, and it represents the cycle of abundance. She's represented by Venus. Venus is very, it's feminine, it's joy, it's beauty, what you love, it's creativity, creating something that you love and enjoy. And she's also got the 12 stars representing the zodiac. So it represents the circle of creation, because when you learn about the zodiac, the wheel of the zodiac is like Aries is the initiation, like coming in hot into life, and you're ready to go. You're an individual, and then you move into Taurus, and you're settled, and then so on and so on, and all the way back to Pisces when we finish that cycle and we let go and give it, and we go back to the Creator and then plan our next life, because everything's just the cycle. So she's representing that cycle of life, and she's holding her scepter, and she is sovereign. She is the co-creator with the universe. She does not need anyone to take her power for her. She knows what she has planted. She can make her manifestations happen, and she does not need anyone to take that from her and control her. She's taking care of that. And again, she's got the pomegranates on her dress, just like the High Priestess had on the thing behind her. You know what I'm saying? Representing fertility and abundance. And she's got the trees. The trees have behind her also have grown into stable, you know, takes trees a long time to grow, but they grow steady and strong, and they stand the test of time. And that's what it represents. She knows, I have planted these seeds. They're going to do their thing. I trust the process, and what I have planted is going to grow into something magnificent and strong and long lasting. And so she's just not worried about it. She's letting everything do what it needs to do in the cycle of creation. You know, it's the pregnant pause of the creation. So you've gone from infinite potential, you know what you want to do, and then you kind of go within, really decide where you want to go with it, what's aligned, what feels right in your body, and then you plant the seeds and say, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start moving toward this, and you start moving toward it, and you follow the guidance and see where it goes. And she's in that pregnant pause of creation where the seeds have been planted, and you're watching the path unfold. So, yeah. So I hope and then she's also got the water. And water represents the emotions. She lets the emotions flow. She lets her emotions guide her and water the seeds, so everything can grow the way it's supposed to. And so she can, you know, move forward on her path of what she is building and manifesting. So next we'll talk about Venus. And it's a very lovely planet. It's benefic in astrology, and it's just very nice, and it works very well. And it's just Venus. It's just lovely, and she's just quite delightful. So I look forward to talking about her. But please let me know if you have any questions. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.